Hello, my name is Florian Emmerich and I'm the Global PR Manager of THQ Nordic.
So what are you guys showing here at E3?
So we have 4 games here and now we're talking about Through the Darkest of Times.
So Darkest of Times is a turn-based historic strategy game in a sense. Talk about the mechanics in this game.
So the mechanics is that you have to build a resistance group and fight against Adolf Hitler. And you do this as you said, turn-based. You just hire some members for your resistance group and you send them on different missions. For each mission you need some certain stats that they should be good in, like for example propaganda, empathy or secrecy. And then you can progress and get more and more followers for your group. The more followers, or supporters we call them, the more supporters you have, the more difficult missions you get. So you start with painting messages on the wall, you start with distributing some leaflets, and later on you will do actual sabotage missions against the Nazi regime, or you will try to get people out of Germany and bring them to safety, something like this.
So the game revolves basically around resource management and resource allocation.
Exactly, yeah. So we have some resources that you have to manage. Besides the supporters, you have your morale. So you have to keep the morale of your group up with successful missions or with some, say, missions that are not necessarily against the Nazis. So, for example, you can just go dancing, to cheer them up again, because they're always dealing with a hard topic. They have to resist the whole regime, and so of course they get a little bit depressed, and you have to cheer them up again. That they raise their morale. Of course, you need money to do something. You need to buy the paint that you use to paint messages on walls, for example, etc., etc.
Now, given its historical setting, can people actually educate themselves more about the year of 1933 and Hitler's rise to power?
I hope so. So actually we cover everything from 1933 until 1945, when Hitler's his reign is over. And I hope that the people can learn a lot. So we are completely historically accurate for the first playthrough of the game at least. If you played the game through once, you can also activate an alternative history mode. And then your actions can actually change history. But for the first time you play it, we want you to stick exactly to history.
Talk about the game's art style. It's very unique.
Yes, we call it, the inspiration comes from the so-called Weimar art style. So Weimar was Germany called the Republic of Weimar between the 2 world wars. And there was a new, in the 1920s, a new kind of art style arose. So this is where we take a lot of inspiration from. And also if you see the color palette that we're using, it's only white, gray, dark, and black, and of course a little bit of red. And we want to also to transport some message with the art style. I mean, also a mood. I mean, if it's always gray and dark and red, you see, you will not have a cheerful experience with those colors.
So when does the game come out and what platforms will it be on?
So it will be first on PC and it will be early next year.
Any plans for Nintendo Switch?
Plans, of course, but first we will make it good on PC and then let's see which other platforms might come the way.